Hi guys, welcome back. This is going to be my first sort of more detailed eye makeup tutorial. This is going to be a tutorial on this purple halo eye with this crazy highlight that I'm in love with, but you'll hear all about that later in the video. Yeah, there's really nothing more to it. It's just a tutorial on this purple eye makeup look and I hope you enjoy. Thank you. I like warm weather, but I hate it for one reason, and that's how it makes my skin look. It's just ugh. So let's do something about that, shall we? I'm gonna use a mixture of two foundations that I both really like. One is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless by Maybelline in 105, and the other is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour matte. This one makes your skin stay matte like no other, but on its own I find it a little too cakey. So I'm gonna mix in a little of this one to also give me that more poreless effect. I've already primed my skin with the NYX pore filler I used in the first video as well. I take like a little bit of the Infallible, and then this is like 1/3. And then I take about 2/3 of the matte and poreless. And I just mix them together. And then I'm gonna start stippling that around the face. I have a bit too much though, I'm noticing. So, yeah. Okay, that's a lot of foundation. And I still have left on my hand too, so I definitely made a little too much. Anyways, I'm gonna take my Echo Tools beauty sponge and I'm gonna blend it out. I really like the mixture of these two foundations. They give for very nice coverage, but they're not too heavy. Then I'm going in with concealer. I'm using the Maybelline Eraser Eye again. And then just taking the sponge and blending that out again. Now I'm going to use the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer in the color Porcelain, in 010 Porcelain. I'm going to use that to highlight on the face. So I'm just taking that and I'm going to go down the bridge of the nose in a straight line to make my nose a little more straight, or appear a little more straight. Gonna use it on the Cupid's bow as well. Really highlight that. A little on the forehead. And then just a couple of dots on the cheekbone. And I'm going to blend out my nose last, because I really want that to have a little second to sit and get into the skin a little, so that it stays more straight when I start blending it out. I'm really trying to just blend the edges out, nothing else. Then I'm once again gonna take my Rimmel Clear Radiance Powder and my Echo Tools powder brush, and I'm just going to set my face. Alright, that was the face for now. I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit and then we can focus on the eyebrows and start on the eyes. Okay, so for the eyebrows, I'm once again using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. To set all of that, last time I used the NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel and I really like that one. But I'm feeling a little fancy right now, so I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. For some reason they just look more clean and slick and crisp when I use this liner, and it's just, this liner? I said liner. For some reason they just look more clean and crisp and slick when I use this gel, and I don't know what the magic of this product is, but I love it, so I'm just gonna set my brows with that. Boom. eyebrows for days. Alright, let's get started on the eyes. I'm first going to prime my eyelids to make sure that all the shadows I put over top stick better to my eyelid, and just to make sure that they wear longer and don't crease that quickly. I'm using the Catrice Prime and Fine eyeshadow base. I really love this eyeshadow base. It's only like €3, I think, and it holds on to everything. It makes any shadow I put over top just stick there till the end. It's great. Just dotting that over my eyelids, and then blending it out with my finger. Just gonna set that with a little bit of powder. Adding a powder on top of your eyeshadow base is going to make blending out shadows so much easier once you get to it. Just because there's already some powder there, so there's already something that the other shadows can mix with. So it's not that harsh, and it's easier to blend out your eyeshadow later on, basically. Alright, let's get started. I have you guys know that I didn't really plan out this look. I was just sitting down feeling like, okay, I need to do a second video. What am I gonna do? I like purple. I like smoky eyes. Let's do purple smoky eye. That's all the planning I did. So yeah, we're just gonna go through this together. I have some palette options. A Morphe palette. This is the 35D. Where does it focus? Woo, right there. I'm also gonna try and use this one. I feel a little bad about using this palette because this was limited edition, so you can't get it anymore. So if you end up like watching this and really liking it, I'm really sorry that you can't get it anymore. The Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca remix palette. It's my favorite ever. Let's just start by looking at these two. So I have the Kat Von D palette here, and I have the Morphe palette here. Difficult. I think I'm gonna first use a color from the Kat Von D palette. I'm going to take a large blending brush. This is the Kiko eye brush 656. Is that how you say that? Yeah, that's how you say that. And I'm going to dip that into the color Muse up here, this purple shade. And I'm going to use that to start in the crease, just really as the first transition shade. Tap off the excess. And I'm just going to start by focusing that all through the crease. This is a really light shade. I'm not sure if it's going to pick up on camera. Suppose we shall see later on. I just keep building that up. First laying it down a little and then really going back and forward, windshield wiper motion, blending that out all throughout the crease, back and forth. We don't stop anywhere, we're just going all the way in. Yeah, you can see a little hint of like purple around my eyes. It's not that strong, but it's definitely there. And it's just the first transition color anyway, so we're gonna be okay. Okay, now from here, I think I want to do more of a halo eye. So, for those of you that don't know, a halo eye is where the darkest colors are at the beginning and end of your eyelid, and then towards the middle they get lighter and then back darker again. I found this other palette that I forgot about. This is the NYX Ultimate palette in the bright version. You can definitely see why they call it that. Going in with this shade right here, and I'm taking that on a medium blending brush. This is the Boozy Shop Boozy brush, the A12 tapered blending brush. I'm gonna dip that in that color and first focus that on the end of my crease, and then I'll pick up some more color and focus it on the beginning of my crease, but I'll try not to like go all the way like we just did with Muse. I won't focus it in the middle. I'll really keep it on the out and the inner part of the eye, but I'll keep the middle blank. So I really like just start by sort of stamping that on the end of my eye a little. And then doing the same for the inner corner. And then I'm just going to wipe off the brush a little on my hand and start blending it more into Muse, but still focusing it on the outside and inside only, not bringing it to the middle of the eye. This is a technique that I use a lot. I always keep my blending brushes in one hand when I'm doing my makeup, and I just sort of twist between them while I'm going. And so I just keep going back and forth with my blending brushes to make sure that everything is completely nice and smoothly transitioned. When in doubt, blend out. Now I'm going to take a small blending brush. This is another Boozy brush. This is the A13. It's like the little brother of the A12. And I'm going into the deeper purple color right next to the one we just used. We just put this one in the crease. And now we're going to use this one right here. And I'm just going to use that to deepen up the outside and inner corner even more. Now I'm going into the NYX Avant palette in the colors Nouveau Chic. And I'm going to take a flat shader brush. I'm going to take this really metallic purpley shade, and we're going to use that to fill up the gap that we left in the middle. Just lay that down in that gap that we left in the middle. I'm going into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit, possibly my favorite makeup item I've ever owned ever. And taking the color Purple Horseshoe, this one in the corner, I'm just going over top of that sparkly shade we just laid down. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but can you see that sparkle? I live for that shine. Dipping back into that deep color and intensifying it a little more again. Of course I dropped my brush. I'm also going to use that Purple Horseshoe shade to highlight the brow bone. Ooh, that's intense. Don't worry, I'll blend it out a little in a bit. Maybe. I kinda like it intense. I'm going to take this dual-ended brush and smudge eyeshadow brush from the Hema. And I'm first taking the more fluffy end of the brush and dipping that into the second purple color that we used in the crease. And I'm going to just slightly graze that under the lower lash line. And it's a little intimidating to take purple on your under eyes, because purple is quite an intense color, and if you like drag it out too much, it might make you look a little weird, a little tired even. So just take it slow, carefully. Same as with the crease, but really just build up that color in layers. Don't go all the way on the first swipe. Just build it up. That's the second brush I dropped. And now I'm going to use the more smudging side of the brush to go into that deepest purple shade and apply that on top of the shade we just applied, but a little closer to the lower lash line. I'm going to dip back into Purple Horseshoe from the Moonchild palette and apply that on the inner third and the inner corner of the lower lash line. Once again, very intense. Once again, don't really mind. Last but not least, I'm going to take a clean blending brush. This is the old version of the first Kiko brush. This is the Eyes 200. That is now the Eyes 56. Like, this is the old version. This is the revamped version. I'm going to take the old version, and this is completely clean, there's no shadow on here, and I'm just going to run that all over the eye look, over the brow bone and to the crease, just to have no color added but still blend out everything just in that perfect last little detail. Now it is time for mascara. I'm once again using the Max Factor 2000 Calorie Mascara. The eyes are now done for me. I'm just going to finish off the face. I'm first going to contour a little. And for contouring, I'm going to use this blush by NYX. It's called the High Definition Blush. They come in these little square roundish packages with a little cute bow. And this is the color Taupe. And this is, if you're my skin tone or even lighter than my skin tone, this is a perfect contour shade. It's very, very pigmented though, so be very careful when dipping into this. I'm literally just doing that like twice, 3 times. Tap off as much excess as you can. And then I'm just going to go in and contour in the hollows of my cheek. Just adding a little bit more. Focusing the extra product on the ends of my brush a little more. Because then I can use the front more for blending out and just use the end to really stamp on that color. And then really turn the brush and start blending that out. Oh, you can really see that in the monitor. Damn. I didn't realize that would show up so strong on camera. I like it. Also taking it slightly down the side of the nose. I would love to be good at nose contouring because I have this weird little bump in the middle of my nose. And I would just love to be able to contour that out, but for some reason I just can't. Nose contouring, every time I try, it just messes up my complete look and I end up like looking like Squidward. It's not a cute look. Now it's time for highlights, and while doing the eye look, I fell in love with that purple Horseshoe shade so much that I'm just going to use that as my actual highlight now. Are you ready for this? I'm ready for this. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Yes! Colored highlight is my favorite makeup trend ever, and it's allowed to stay forever, in my opinion. Basically, you want to focus highlight wherever the light naturally hits you, so that is the cheekbones, that is the tip of the nose, but that's also the brow bone. Above the brow bone you can see light hitting me here on my forehead, Cupid's bow, just the high points of the face really. I thought it might be too dark for me to use this highlight, but I was wrong, damn. Alright, it's time to step away from the highlight. Just going to finish off the face with some blush. I'm going into the Makeup Revolution Ultra Blush Palette. And this is the one called Sugar and Spice. You can see my camera in there. Ooh, Inception! Going to take a mixture of this and this color. And just really lightly graze that on my cheeks. I think applying blush after contour and highlight is very important. Blush or bronzer or both, doesn't really matter. But most of the time, I think it's very important to apply something in between your highlight and your contour, just to make them transition into each other a little better. And really just make everything look nice and smooth. Alright, now I'm just going to apply some setting spray. This is the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. I already let my hair down and then realized I still have to apply a lip color. So I'm just going to do that now. Going to line my lips just a tiny little bit because like some foundation went over them and I just want to clean them up. I'm going to use this Maybelline Color Sensational lip liner in the color Nude Whisper. Now the eyes are a little bit crazy, and then we added the purple highlight and it went even crazier. So just gonna go with a very neutral lipstick. This is the Be Creative lipstick. Does it have Brilliant Shine lipstick in the color Precious. Alright, so that was it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you could see everything. I mean, I haven't done a close-up eye look before. I haven't filmed that before. So I'm not sure if you could really see everything I did. Plus I think the light changed somewhere halfway the video. I looked at the monitor and it looked a little weird, so not sure. We'll see after editing, I suppose. If there's something that's still unclear or you couldn't see right, you can always let me know in the comments and I'll try to work on it for the next video, just so we can improve together. I'll once again put my social media in the description box. I'll put it all in the description box, and yeah, if you like this video, thumbs up is appreciated. If you want to subscribe to my very slowly growing tiny little YouTube channel, that would be very much appreciated. And yeah, that's it. I hope you liked this look, I hope you liked the tutorial, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!